Unfiltered Sports Talk. I'm about to wrap it up. This is sports talk to me for the video gamers out here. Almost here, Madden about 2 weeks away. Tom Brady on the cover. He's been talking a lot about breaking the curse, which is it's a fable thing to me. It's a little. I looked up recently the whole lineup since like 2000 to like now on the curse. It's somewhat legitimate, but there's some people that have no issues with it.
I'll still chance it with Brady. I will buy it just for him to get hurt. Going for it.
Brady's a good. It don't matter.
I'm with him. Like I said, I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm also a Rams fan who's been cheated on the Super Bowl. I am not.
You cheated yourself up here, a Rams fan.
Super Bowl. Hey, we got Super Bowl. I don't care. Super Bowl. We got championships. We have the second most Hall of Famers in the entire NFL.
That's cool.
So I'm not with that.
Yeah, we gotta give him. Yeah, I mean,
Fearsome Force. Like I said, we got to. That's a whole separate conversation.
Thank you,
But yeah, Brady's a go. Yes. He's gonna probably get. I think he'll get one more, maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. So no, I have no problem. He's doing stuff that people his age shouldn't be doing.
No.
Basically, Brett Favre is the only person that was consistent. I don't consider what Peyton Manning did in the last couple of years of his career consistent.
That last year was bad.
So, but the thing is with Tom Brady, when he hits that wall, it's gonna be like he had a 400-yard game week 6, and we have 3 interceptions and 200 yards in week 8. It's gonna be a week thing where we're gonna tell him Tom Brady went that.
Right.
Saying that, Madden also has it's gonna do their own last story this year, like 2K has the last 10 years. So they're gonna have a high school. You're gonna start in high school, go through college, get to the NFL. The clips I've seen are of I know the guy's name is like Muhammad something, but he's a black dude from Moonlight and from
Future's dead.
Future's dead. You can roll with that. He will be the father of your character if you allow that and you do the career mode. I think you're going to be pushed into being a quarterback. There's a couple of I actually have issues with this.
You can't play every.
That's
why
start
with your position.
That's an issue to me. Other thing, which it's an issue just because I used to have this issue playing games being younger and noticing like baseball and my NASCAR video games were the things where I noticed this where you couldn't pick ethnicity, or at least not well enough. Like if you get to this point where we were like light skinned.
So you gotta be white?
No, in this Madden you gotta be black. And I think that's a problem.
Nice.
Like that's what my reverse is. And like in this new Madden, it seems like they're forcing you to be black, which I don't know if you should be forced to do that. He's key. And again, it don't change nothing for me. I'm gonna be able to put my dreads and my cool rolls on my player regardless. Me too. But that is a weird thing. I think the same thing happened in 2K a couple of years ago with the Spike Lee joint, where I think had to be that dude too.
It was like the facial features were of a black man. Like there was no white people. So I was like light skinned. I was jumping. I was out here jumping. I ain't never jumped like that ever.
So I think we're going backwards with that. But again, making this storyline, because I remember about 10 years ago, Madden had something like a superstore mode where you can go to the city, you can go to different places like the barbershop and stuff like that. But it didn't have video. Like it didn't have like any of the. This is like the Madden My Story is gonna be like a movie, just like 2K's has been like a movie the last couple of years. So,
last year was cool.
Yeah, last year because they made Michael B. Jordan their star.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Like
Justice.
Yeah, Justice. His name was Justice. Was the worst nickname for the combo ever because they called themselves OJ. Like your star player in Michael B. Jordan's combo was OJ because it was like
orange juice.
Yeah, like because we put the squeeze on.
Yeah,
we put the squeeze on.
Yeah.
And then like there was an interview because the best part of the best part of it was Hannibal Buress was the barber. Like we go to the barbershop and we talk to Hannibal Buress, and even Hannibal Buress brought up like, you really think this OJ thing will work out with the last? He called him some OJ. He's like, and he was like, and dude was like, we're taking it back. I'm like, OJ's gone.
Yes.
There's no taking it back. There's no, it's over, bro. It's over.
That was cool. I mean, it was cool.
Hannibal was the highlight of that story.
That's bad.
Yeah, I just like the actor being the main, like that threw me off for why he was in it.
Yeah,
I understand that. There's good actors in these games. Like, there's good actors in these games, of course. That is a problem. Ice Cube was in Call of Duty for 5 years.
Yeah.
My thing was Michael B. Jordan didn't need to be playing. He could have been like your manager. He could have been homeboy. I could think of him being like the homeboy.
He was definitely that homeboy, but he was in more the story than he should have been.
I mean, he might be better in the game than I was, but Michael B. Jordan's stats went way higher. Like his stats went better than mine earlier. Like I was like, oh, I got an 84. Michael B. Jordan's already at the 90.
Right? Yeah.
And I was like, wasn't Michael the second round pick?
We were both, he wasn't even supposed to get drafted. Like, here he is, 92 in your third year. Like, what?
So that was like I actually like Denver, the dude I didn't know.
Denver, yeah.
More than I liked him.
Denver used to hit me up all the time. Denver, stop calling me. I want to practice with you, man.
That's the other issue. Like
Wasting
you
my
can't
money
get
on
too much
DC.
of people calling you to come practice, which practicing almost meant nothing in that game unless you were doing. Because the issue I had.
That's how you get your VC up. There is ways. There's like a
But you
little
pay for that
bit.
stuff too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say VC. Your experience points. You know what I mean?
Because that's what I hate about new video games. It doesn't matter if it's basketball or shooting. You're letting people buy upgrades. You should earn that shit.
I done spent
Like,
about $200.
right. But you can go in and get your player immediately.
Right.
So,
Cheap.
but like I said, back to the Madden. Madden's coming out. I think it's the 18th of August. For some of y'all, it's a big deal. For me, it's more of an update of a roster.
Right. Every year, I've been buying Madden since Dante Culpepper. No, Eddie George was on the cover. I think it was 2000.
Okay. Oh, so I remember my first Madden in
You were a
98.
little guy back then, huh?
Yeah. First Madden I ever played was 98, and I was like 7 or 8. And the only reason I remember is because the Oilers were still in the game. I forget
John
that.
Madden was probably on.
Yeah, Madden, I think, was still in front. And like I said, I remember because the Oilers were still a team in the game. They weren't the Titans hitting.
That was Eddie George.
So, but like I said, this is going to be interesting. Seeing, and again, my big thing was I stopped playing Madden about the last NCAA football game was 2014 to 2013. I hadn't bought a Madden until I bought my Xbox One this year. Since then, I just been playing in college. I like the college game more than Madden. I
When
think
they stopped making college.
2013 was. Which was
Damn, man, you've been playing football for 4 years?
Madden. I hadn't been playing. I hadn't
I ain't even played old guy.
What you been playing, the 13 for instance?
No, I play people at their cribs to beat them. Like, that's the thing. Like, Madden to me is still like a linear thing. After like 2000s, after they got rid of the QB vision in like 2008, the gameplay has not changed. This year they changed it because you can catch with different buttons now.
Yeah.
But the direct symmetry of a football game between college and Madden, the only thing that's different, and I know it's backwards, but the college game is faster.
Agreed. Yes.
Which doesn't make any sense.
It's always faster.
Right. And you can use option mode.
Yeah.
But that was it. Like, I can switch back and forth between two games seamlessly. So it's not something I was
I like
worried about.
last year's Madden.
Oh, I got into last year's Madden. They brought back kicking moving cities,
Yeah.
which I was always a big thing. Like, before the Rams went back to LA, I used to always play with St. Louis and then move to LA. That was always my thing. I think one time I moved to Vancouver. But I like moving teams. It's a weird thing for me.
I never did that.
I used to do it all the time. All the time. But like I said, it's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to cop this Madden early. Probably get it like a day or two after. I might actually just pre-order it on
Xbox.
One. Yeah.
I got the PlayStation 4. Hi, I'm Brad 1. You want some of this?
JMB Skyline. Capital letters for
Oh,
the
we're ready for live. We're going to have to see this live. We're going to bring the TV in.
Also, I
It's
got
definitely going down
Yeah,
on
yeah.
camera. You can see.
I got a Twitch, and I forget what the other joint is, but it's like things where you can live stream your
I was
video
about to
games.
say, what's Twitch? I heard of that.
It's a live stream thing where you can just live stream yourself straight from your Xbox. So anyway,
You got a camera on your Xbox?
no, they just take it from your just from whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Or record what you're playing, like a DVR does.
All right.
But like I said, there's another one.
Yeah, a lot of people nervous real quick.
You're right. I was
You
like,
see that people so throw their Xbox off. Oh, that was good. They good. Look at that Xbox on the screen, girl.
watch it. Stay low.
That is like, what?
I don't fuck that connection. I know the Connect doesn't turn off, so no, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, they watch it all the time. What if you're sitting there? No,
Yeah.
Unfiltered. Yes.
You watch
Sitting
some
around
shit.
here, ugly God.
You
Ugly God.
out there sitting there watching some shit. Dude,
We just gonna call it the ugly guy now.
Then you wonder why you get commercials for certain shit like,
Right.
we seen you last night. We saw that commercial for Asian.
It's the nasty time.
They know what you, I don't think they,
It's the nasty time.
BBW's in your area.
you know, like, why is that popping up? That pops up for everybody.
Right. We see you dirty motherfucker.
On the other note, and even though I know FIFA did this last year, and for the world sense it's bigger for FIFA because I think people care about this more than FIFA, sadly, because it's an international thing. But NBA Live, it's a game that started my basketball video game love and then went away about 05, 06. Is they're bringing out WNBA players this year. They're going to bring out the teams, just expeditions. You're not going to be able to play this season of their All-Star game, but you'll be able to do the expeditions with them.
That's a step in the right direction.
I would say start somewhere.
The biggest thing for me is they'll get royalties off the games that they deserve. It will help them out. Like I said, to me, this is more about the WNBA players than the game itself. The NBA Live hasn't been good in years, like years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
The best thing about NBA Live, the last time I played it, was the control of the dunk contest.
Yeah,
I'm talking
that
about
was cool.
the control of how you can do the dunk contest. Anytime you're talking about playing games.
That was a square X and that was triangle.
Like, because
The dunk contest was cool.
yeah, because you can still use the controller. With
Yeah.
2K, it's like Guitar Hero now. You're trying to press buttons.
Yeah, circle, circle, circle. Whenever the thing rolls down, I don't like that.
Side note, I was terrible at Guitar Hero. I was even worse at DJ Hero, so I'm not into those games.
I'm a beast at rock, man.
I was alright at Guitar Hero for a minute. It was Sean's.
Rock,
Shout out to
Guitar Hero
Sinatra.
was cool.
Shout out to Sinatra for having Guitar Hero.
What was the hardest thing on Guitar Hero? I forget what song it was. It was crazy.
Hey, shout out my boy Tim Ballou, man. He used to have parties at his crib just playing Guitar Hero. He would do it good enough that he could keep party balls just playing hard.
Rock Band was cool. You ever play that?
I ain't into that.
That's like the whole.
Man, that's when you had the drums.
Yeah, the drum set up everything.
Okay, no, I did play that.
Singing.
I played that once. I tried the drums. That was terrible.
I remember the one time I played, me and my boy, he played the drums and I sang Blitzkrieg Bob. We did it perfectly. He looked up and, can we do that again? I'm like, yeah, bro, if you want to. He was so excited. Then we had the whole,
I was saying, someone both of y'all was excited, but we ain't going.
yeah, bro, let's do it again.
He didn't say no. He was like, well, one more time. We got an encore.
And it's run that back.
But yeah, before we finish the show, because of the NBA Live thing, does this push the NBA Live up to you, or do you still play on 2K?
I'm running with 2K.
And
So the NBA Live shit, until I gotta see some footage. You know what I mean?
I understand that. I'm not
There's a
buying
demo out right now, I think. Yeah.
I have to check it out. But yeah, I'm the ilk of I'm not buying two of the same sport in 1 year. That was the reason why I started just buying NCAA, because I liked it more than Madden, so I wasn't buying it. Discount like Blessed Leagues. Like I love Blessed League, but it wasn't regular football.
Right. Yeah.
And it's the same thing with NBA, because I remember 1 year I had two NBA games. It wasn't 2K though. I had NBA Live like 07, and then Sony was dropping their solo NBA title.
What was it, ESPN basketball? Was that it?
Something like that.
I think that was like the pre-2K. That's when Iverson was on the front.
No. I'm talking about like Sony had their own basketball. Like, you know how Sony has their own baseball league right now?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they had their own basketball league for 3 years.
Okay.
It was just, I think it was whenever Madden bought the rights to the NFL solely, so everybody was scrambling trying to make video games. Which is probably the reason why, if you don't like Madden, the reason you don't like Madden is there's no competition. There's no competition. If there was ability for another developer to make a football game, I promise you Madden would be way better.
There's an ESPN football game.
It was like a game game.
It was after that. It was ESPN football. I think
Oh yeah,
Alan Owens was on the front of it for the Eagles.
I think you're
That shit
right.
was pretty cool. I actually like that game.
Yeah, that's Monopoly is ruining things, man.
Yeah.
Again, so like Pittsburgh, why do you think your Comcast sucks? Because a lot of places you ain't got another choice.
You got bios.
I mean, there's like I said, you got choices now. Back in the day, Comcast was fucking with y'all, but you didn't have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing like if you live out in another county, Armstrong will fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Get you a fire stick, man. Save you a whole lot of money.
true. But so like I said, I'm still with 2K. If a boy got to, if I have a homie that got live, I would like to try to go play live and see what the WNBA players kicking for.
That'd be cool. That is a good, like you said, a step in the right direction.
And again, I know FIFA did it last year, but again, in some countries, their women's national teams are more important than the men's. Actually, this country, the women's national teams are more important than the men's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we shut down, like, the United States, I'm proud of the United States recently. We have been shutting it down for our women's soccer recently. I cannot say the same for the men's because they have not been good. But our women's soccer have been out here killing it.
We've been doing it for a while. We was always in like the chain. I remember for a while now in the Olympics, we always made to gold medal game.
Yeah.
It was so great. Gold medal games.
And I like it. Like I said, I mean, I'm not a huge soccer fan. I attempted to go see that soccer game in Huntsville a couple years ago, and I couldn't get in.
Who was it?
Manchester United in Milan.
Okay.
They said I tried. Like they do it every year. They do it like there's usually like 4 or 5 international teams that come over here and they'll play friendlies against each other. I know it happened against the Dolphins about a month ago. They got to play in a new stadium. It was like Barcelona and what's Barcelona's rival? Whatever team.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid and Barcelona played down in Miami. And like I said, because the MLS is not where it's at. Like I'm not
At least not in the United States.
Yeah.
We don't watch that shit.
now. Like honest to God, if I ever had a chance to go like abroad and go to like Europe or something, I would tend to
Yeah,
go
it's
to
big over there. That's what that's it. It's like football over
It
there.
is, yeah.
Baseball. America's pastime. I think that's moving over to football as we get older.
No, it's my past. Whenever I have grandkids, I'm talking about, what am I going to talk about when it comes to baseball? Oh, yeah, I watched Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, and McGuire break a bunch of records, and then they tell us that they couldn't go to the Hall of Fame because of how they broke the records.
Sammy Sosa is white now.
Yes.
He's like pink.
Yeah.
I like how
he's like white chicks white. He's white chicks white.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I believe he's one of these blue contacts.
Yeah.
We just told you, like.
Because he came out and said that he wasn't pulling MJ. I'm like, no, you pulled the MJ.
Yeah.
You pulled the MJ.
But then he had the skin and stuff, like, wasn't that the like.
Oh, he was
MJ had the whole skin
Yeah.
issue, that's why he was went for it. Did he have the same thing?
Well, the thing is, MJ would have just had spots.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one day you were black, next day you wake up all
Yeah, no, I knew that. I was saying that's why he went all the way because he was going to have the spots. But I'm saying that's the same thing with Sosa.
No, Sosa just thought he was too dark. He just thought he was too dark. Which I think was a dark ass nigga.
All the more reason why King Griffey Jr. was like my favorite from that era. Like just
out of that era, yeah, Mark McGuire, Sosa.
Like I'm fans of all them people, but then in the end, all of them get steroids and all this stuff, and it's like
Griffey,
just go on Griffey,
right? He had the sweetest swing ever. I could watch that dude all day. Pause.
But not like that's where like it's like for me growing up being born in '93, I'm like, what was I watching? I was watching NFL.
Yeah.
Watching baseball, and apparently what doesn't count.
That was when the Pirates were.
That was like the tail end of it.
And
they're still like it was like
Bonds,
right there, yeah.
Like, and after that,
I was watching what was going on in the NBA? I was watching that's what I was
Jordan versus Drexler and Clifford Robinson.
I mean, when I got into basketball, I grew up watching 3D. Like when I was the second one, yeah. When I was talking about I was still in like 3 or 4 in the second one. I'm talking about the Lakers 3D. For Kobe. You gotta think about it. Yeah, I was talking about that.
Yeah, conversations like this. Yeah, suck.
Then
I'm thinking like that.
Right?
That's where I was at with it. Like we sitting out there, like shit.
I can remember legitimately the last championship for the Bulls with Michael, and then most of my Michael video watching is when he went and ruined the Wizards.
I feel sorry for that. That's the Jordan memory. I wish I could erase that.
Yeah, he should have stayed around that long. That's like Brett Favre on the Vikings.
That's the problem. The Vikings, Brett Favre was fine.
Not 1 year.
It worked out a little better,
but
it still should have ended with the Green Bay Brett Favre. Like that's just what he's supposed to do.
Same with Mike Vick on the Steelers.
Yeah, it was just fun.
He's my favorite quarterback ever.
I'm going to wear that jersey every on Thursday.
Unreal.
I have a black and big jersey from the Falcons.
Oh, I still rock that.
I still do.
That's a conviction.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's when Mike Vick was the best.
That's my second most hated shirt I wear. I know for a fact because I can tell how people look at me when I wear the
Oh, you wear Mike's Vick? Oh, yeah, you definitely had more than just football. That's why it's not just a football thing.
That was probably my favorite jersey in high school. When all the Jordans, black and red and white, all of them.
Except between. Yeah, that was my favorite. I used to have a ton of jerseys, even over the because I had a Torrey Holt jersey. I like that over my Torrey Holt jersey. I had a a ton of different jerseys. Marvin Harrison. I had a Melo with the rainbow from the Nuggets. Okay. I ended up having to give that back to my brother because he's a real Melo fan. I'm not.
Yeah, that's hard. He's not gonna win shit.
Hey, I was just before we came on here. I was peeping some stuff. I couldn't find anything that was like stuck with me. But since he said that, the Rockets are trying to make another final push to get that trade for Melo. Apparently, the Rockets is the only team that Melo will raise his no trade cost for. He will not do it for Cleveland. He does not believe, like the rest of us, that LeBron will be there for 1 year.
We just read the Golden State's trying to get Paul George next year, so you better make a move.
I keep on saying I'm a Lakers fan, but I've liked Steph Curry since Davis. Yeah, it pisses me off about people that keep on saying, "Oh, you only like the Warriors because they just that good." No, the day I got into Steph Curry was the day that I was on SportsCenter and they were talking about how coach was planning to do triple team Steph Curry through the entire game.
That was the second year. After that first year, I think he beat Duke or Kansas in the.
I think it was Kansas.
Dude, oh my God, that was magic.
And I was like, no, I watched like 7 to 10 Davidson games. They didn't say I watched the whole season because they weren't on TV. It's not something I possibly could have did. But I was watching Steph Curry at Davidson, so I don't want to hear that shit. Saying that, they go get Paul George. I don't know how much longer I can root for you. Like I'm over here trying to tell you, like, oh, Kevin Durant should be able to make his own decisions.
Right.
And I'm like, on my inside, like, Your own decision shouldn't have been okay. I mean, shouldn't have been Warriors.
Right. Definitely should have been the Warriors at first or second, depending on who you are, best player in the NBA, to a 72 win team or 73 win team.
Hey,
see, one thing is,
that's what I do.
The skinny
I'm a
guys.
Durant, bro. For the skinny guys. I'm all for Durant. He did his loyalty for as long as he could. I mean, again, I don't think the ending was right.
It just didn't happen, but you do what you got to do to get that money, man.
He's when he could have been what team he went to. It was going to be like, oh man, y'all got him too. Like, you know, like if he went to Cleveland or went to someone that was, it'd be like, oh, he's already on a good team.
Right. He was going to get paid regardless. That sucks.
But I mean, he did go to a team that had training wheels on it where you weren't falling out. You didn't have to do shit.
You got to do a little 20 points a game or say that, damn near 30 points a game. That's when
he did what he wanted. He wanted to go a place where he could shoot threes and nobody would question.
Right. Who already chucks up threes with Klay Thompson, Curry. Oh man, he got the green light from that court.
Green chucks up threes. Right. Like, you gotta watch him on three.
From foul line up.
You know what was bad? Because like I remember playing like old NBA last 2 days where like he would be out there with 3-point shooters and was not close to being cool like to shoot threes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pulling from the Golden Gate Bridge in 2K nowadays, man. And draining them. He pulls up from this on the screen. This is big, but you know, he's pulling up from there in half court and killing them. Like what?
Like it's like if it's the end of the game and I need a three and I don't make it all the way up the court, I still think if I have to do a half court to 75% of the court shot, there's a chance.
Oh, it's going in.
Yeah, right.
His specialty, like his specialty is going to be just. You do a regular line three,
right?
It's gonna miss. You gotta go back by
Before we get off the air, there's something I've always wondered, since we never talked about it. Seth, why hasn't Seth ever gotten where Steph got?
Because that's a good question.
Who?
Seth is his older brother.
Yeah,
younger brother. His younger brother that went to Duke.
Yeah. Like
he actually went to the major university. I think because Steph was
didn't play. Well, he went to Liberty first.
He started at Liberty.
Killed it in the tournament, and then went to Duke for the next 2 or 3 years. And
then he got drafted to Sacramento.
Yeah, he went somewhere.
I know it's been like 16
you're
or
right.
something.
It might have been Sacramento because he was on the Mavericks too. He didn't go to a couple teams, like you said. But I think Steph's just overshadowed him, and it is more of a comparison. He'll never beat Steph. Yeah. I think that is over his head more than anything. Because he's still a good player. He still averages almost 20 points a game.
Who's this?
He might be on the Mavericks.
Yeah, I think he's on the Mavericks now.
But I know that's a nice place I saw.
That sucks to have a big brother. That's like Taylor Griffin and Blake Griffin. Which is what happened.
The difference is, I never heard the words Taylor Griffin.
Really?
I've never heard Seth.
Taylor Griffin.
I just knew the dad and him, so like that's how I was going with it.
They both played for whenever Blake Griffin was there. He actually got drafted by the Suns.
The only brothers in the NBA that I know that are making it work with the Gasols and the Morris twins.
Yeah.
Which, do you hear about the rumors that
they switched places?
Yeah, there's rumors that they switched places during the playoffs because they had the same tattoos. They have everything down. They got the same tattoos. Everything about them is the same. Oh. So they couldn't.
Everything. All the tattoos.
All the tattoos. Yeah, it's crazy as fuck.
You think the tattoos would be the independent thing?
Right.
I'm gonna get a tattoo so you know
my own
different.
shit. Right.
It's like I got that. It's like, I want you. What else you get?
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
But no, that's funny as shit to me. Because they got drafted to the same team, or one got drafted and they picked up the other one.
Yeah.
And then they traded the one and they got mad. And they were both on the Suns?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, was it? Yeah. It was either the Suns or the Pistons.
They were both on the same team.
Both on the Suns at one point. Yeah. One's on the Suns now.
Marcus Morris is now.
And the other one was in the playoffs with the Wizards.
Yeah.
And that was the one that
Markieff is not. They both went to the Suns. Markieff ended up going to the Wizards, and Marcus went to Detroit.
And they think that the one that was in Detroit was switching in for the other one when they were playing on the Wizards in the playoffs.
Markieff is a bigger guy.
That's a dope. I mean, if you got that to do.
He can definitely play. One's bigger than the other. One's a little bit faster than the other too. Markieff is a bigger power forward, rebounding guy. Marcus can take it out a little bit to the wing and shoot a little bit more.
Right there.
So like when one goes out to hit the three, you know, you shot the threes last week.
Right. Right, you gotta take the.
That's why we're getting in a fight with you. Someone bust in the eye so we can see next week.
Fingerprints before you
yeah, we're gonna do something.
shout out to my favorite brother combo out in sports is the Jones brothers. Bones Jones, and then he has two brothers in the NFL, Chandler's in the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Chandler's in the Cardinals, and there's one more I think that just got drafted who's playing. I didn't know about this one.
Athletic family, man.
Yeah, up there with the Camardas, which
Same thing with us getting younger with Watt now.
Yeah,
What's his name?
TJ
Watt. TJ Watt.
Yeah, I see. He's. I mean, JJ was a little undersized when he came out too, so I'm
Now look at him, tank.
I hear you.
Him and Conley should be unreal.
Well, I'm excited for that. Even though I was hoping that the dude that went to Michigan was going to fall in their hands. He did.
Peppers.
Man,
He's in the Browns now.
and the Browns drafted very interesting.
Yeah, they got two other.
I'm not sold on Miles Garrett.
Nah.
I'm more sold.
He's from Texas A&M.
Yeah, I'm more sold on Peppers. They just got to find a position for him to play.
He got to play safety,
Exactly.
like an Ed Reed type deal, so where you can move to, you know what I mean, play that center field position.
Yeah, I think.
He can make shit happen.
Oh yeah, I think Julius Peppers. I mean, is that his name?
Jaleel Peppers.
Jaleel Peppers will be fine. He'll, like I said, it's how long is your first contract? Is it 4 years? Tell me your skills.
I think it's like 2 with a player or a team option.
It's probably a team option.
I would say 2 with a team option for the third.
So make it through that contract, and then choose who you're gonna play.
Browns, so you better get them 2 years or fucking leave. Y'all gotta suck when you play the Steelers every year, suckers.
That's cool. I love getting them wins. I love,
Right?
you know.
Play them on Christmas this year too, man. In Cleveland.
Oh man, I might have to go visit Akron. I might have to go visit my boy Sean.
Last year was good.
Because the Browns aren't even the worst team in the NFL this year.
Who's that?
Yes. I mean, just for the worst
Yeah.
team we've seen in years. In years.
Is Marshall still there?
No, he went to the Giants.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Odell, Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard.
I don't know if Sterling Shepard's good.
Yeah, he's hurt. Hey, at least they got people.
The best player on the Jets is Matt Forte.
And he's past his prime.
Probably.
He's also that's it.
They got that wide receiver. He's hurt. He just got hurt. Yeah, that's what I'm like. He was a dude that like shockingly came up in fantasy for like 3 weeks.
He was like a tight end / wide receiver, but
And then I think it's
also
still
more wide receiver. Yeah,
who's the average guy.
average at best.
But not like
No
no.
quarterback, Geno Smith.
How did you lose your job because somebody broke your job?
Right?
Like you didn't lose your job on the field. The dude came in and broke your job
On your team.
because you wouldn't pay him his money, and I believe that you wouldn't pay him his money, which is a whole different question. Like, oh, I thought Pat White was going to be better than Geno Smith, so I can't even
So
start.
his jaw got broken too.
Shout out to Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark, the hitter, turned media man. Good for him.
So before we end the show, we'll set up the college real quick. Who do you think out of the 3 region college teams for football, who do you think is going to finish the season with us? Between WVU, Pitt, and Penn State.
I'm gonna go Penn State.
Even with the Michigan on the schedule this year?
Yeah, I like Penn State. They were good last year. They were in the top 10.
Okay.
For most. They were definitely top 25
Oh,
already.
they're the Big Ten champs last year.
Yeah.
Technically. I mean, the whole thing got really confusing because how many
That's
seasons.
Ohio State that year. They're Big Ten. I like. I will never go with West Virginia. So it's either Penn or Penn State for me. I'm gonna go Penn State. What about you?
He's gonna say West Virginia.
No, I'm going to say Penn State. They're ranked
He
sixth.
definitely was.
I know. One thing I give West Virginia is I think they'll be the best basketball team this year. I like how they play basketball. But I don't think the football team's going to.
Who's there? John Bigline or Bob Huggins still there?
They play that fucked up defense. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
Where they at? What Virginia?
They're in the Big 12 and everything.
Yeah.
And everything. That's why I don't think that they're going to do much. I think Texas is going to have to come back.
Texas.
Oklahoma State's. They're saying Oklahoma State may go to the playoffs.
State.
But like I said, Penn State is my out of those 3 teams. I hope Pitt does good, but they just suspended their best player for the first 3 games, and 2 of those first 3 games against top 10 teams.
Whitehead. We need him. That's our playmaker, man. You can't suspend your play. What was it, for some weed or some shit?
It was for week,
Everybody's from the league.
especially out in Beaver Falls. No, like I said, you play Penn State and Oklahoma State. Penn State's ranked 6th. I think Oklahoma State is ranked 5th or 7th, and those are the
Oklahoma
second.
State's ranking.
Oh, Oklahoma State because They only lost to that one. If they didn't lose to Western Michigan in that fifth play thing last year, they didn't. Well, I understand you lose. They lost because the other team was given an extra play, and then the other team did one of the flea flicker things when they actually scored. And then Oklahoma State lost, and they didn't lose another game because they even beat Pitt. And if they would have not lost that fluke ass game, they probably would have went to the playoffs last year. So Oklahoma State's coming up.
A long time. So what, Barry Sanders?
Justin Blackman here was pretty good.
Okay, Blackman, yeah.
Before he decided that football wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, guys. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Again, he's here every Thursday. If somebody like Kyrie or Melo gets traded, he'll be here Monday or Tuesday.
Whenever you're ready, baby.
So, but again, it's Unfiltered.